All right, so this video is for experienced coaches, creators, affiliates, and experts that want to discover the 90-day playbook to a predictable six-figure business using organic marketing. So if you're watching this video right now, you may already have heard the news about our new book that is officially launching now, our Profit Prediction Formula book. This is something that myself and my team have been working hard on for the last 4 months, honestly, and bringing to life. And right now with this document that I'm going to be running through today, this is the first opportunity that we are opening up publicly for folks to jump in, get first access to this book, and a bunch much more to help them build a predictable six-figure business using organic marketing. So welcome in. If you're here, you may already know I'm kicking off the launch of my first book, The Profit Prediction Formula. This book, again, is written for experts who want to turn inconsistent organic sales into predictable five-figure months without the hustle and grind, guesswork, or information overwhelm that typically comes with this process itself. This book is the book that I wish I had when I started. It covers the systems that we use to predictably turn strangers into buyers, and it reduces the organic grind to just a few activities that we can track, tune, and optimize to create the results that we want. Most importantly, it simplifies things. We've talked to hundreds of people that have told us they were overwhelmed with tasks, information, and everything they were thought that they needed to do or were told to do from previous programs, that they often were led to feeling uncertain about where their next sale is coming from. And I know deeply what that feels like. I know that that was, for me, one of the biggest things that was holding me back from ever achieving the results that I wanted to in my online business. I was able to achieve some initial wins, get those initial sales in, and even get to the point where, after years of struggle, cracked my first 10K month. But once I hit that first 10K month, I didn't know how I was going to repeat it from there. So this is why we created this book, and this is why we created this formula. And that's what I want to do, is show you what this is all about and show you how to build a predictable six-figure business with one simple formula. So for me, about 2 years ago, when I was starting to see success online, I took the dozens of tips, tricks, strategies, and tactics that I had collected from several organic marketing gurus, coaches that I had invested in, and replaced them all with just a handful of key metrics. And this is at the point for me in my journey where, like I mentioned, I spent years struggling, started to make investments in my business. This is actually where I invested just about over 30K up until this point. And finally, I was starting to see what I needed to do to start to bring my goals and the income of my business to life. But as I started to make those initial sales happen and even crack that first 10K month, this is where I didn't know how to repeat it. So as I started to distill this process down and really simplify it down to a few key metrics that I could focus on each and every day, the result was I stopped wasting time trying to do everything, and I focused on a few core activities that helped me actually know exactly what I needed to do to hit my monthly sales goals without feeling like I had to guess, or without feeling like the results that I was producing was random. Since then, my team and I have generated more than 200K in annual organic sales for 3 consecutive years. Not just 1 year, not just 2 years, but for 3 years straight. And I think this goes to show everything that we break down inside this book and inside the profit prediction formula to allow you to create the same for your business, to where you have a predictable and reliable machine that still spits out the cash that you want, but doesn't come with the side effects of feeling like to get there, you had no clue how it was even possible. And to repeat it, you don't know how to make it happen. Instead, we can now take control over our business and take control over our results. And that's why we wrote this book and why I decided to launch this book to begin with. The profit prediction formula is what reveals every step of my process to bringing this to life in my own business. Inside, I'll share how I use the formula so that you can gain clarity about the state of your business and how to know for sure which daily activities to focus on and how to troubleshoot any deficiencies, blocks in your process to generate predictable profits without the overwhelm that comes with it. So I share how I manage my pipeline to convert strangers into buyers without the organic grind. And this book also addresses the 4 most common roadblocks that we've seen from our experience of serving over 100 clients that many clients face when trying to build a predictable organic business. If you can avoid these 4 mistakes, you will shortcut your path to predictable profits. So I've spent 3 years stripping my business and processes down to the bare minimum required activities and refining how I combine them to get the best results possible. I've shared this system with hundreds of clients, and many of them have gone on to have their own 5-figure months. I use the formula to run my business today as we approach 7 figures, and this is the very first time ever I've publicly revealed many of the methods my team and I use to create predictable monthly profits, and you'll only be able to find them in this book, The Profit Prediction Formula. So if you're still with me in the video up until this point, you now have an idea as to why I decided to create this book, what this book's all about, and why I'm so excited to get it in the hands of folks like you watching this video to help benefit you and your business, and more importantly, help you create more consistent and predictable results. Now, without just continuing to talk more in the backstory behind this book and all the good stuff that we talked on up until this point, in the second half of this video, I'm going to continue to progress through this document, which essentially lays out this Founders Club opportunity that we just opened up to invite 15 folks to join us to get first access to this book before we go fully public with it, and to get hands-on support in applying what they learned in the book and implementing it to success. So aside from you having the opportunity to jump in and claim one of these remaining 15 spots that we have going on right now for this Founders Club, those of you here watching will also get some great inspiration and an inside look at what comes together to create a compelling and what I like to call an irresistible offer. Because to me, that's exactly what we've created with this Founders Club offer. We wanted to make this offer a complete no-brainer and ultimately really reward those that choose to join us first in plugging into this book, help them get results, which is going to lead to not only wins and benefits for their business, but also the win of us being able to gather the testimonial as we move into public launch. So we want to make this a win-win for both of us, and this is why we put this together. For those of you here that choose to jump into this, there will be a link in the description below for you to come check out this document. And at the very bottom of the page, as you read through the document, if you go and click to secure your spot, if that checkout page loads up, that means there's still a few spots remaining. If it doesn't, unfortunately, that means that you missed the opportunity to jump into this one. But at the very least, you're going to get some inspiration and inside look at the components of what all comes together to create an irresistible and compelling offer that I'm going to be walking through here next. So as we get back to the document here, this again is an exclusive opportunity and the only opportunity to become a member of the Profit Prediction Formula Founders Club. We're capping this off at 15 people, and with us having over 50 on the wait list, as I mentioned, over 5 spots secured in the first few hours of launching, these spots will not last long. And with any offer, it's always important to clarify and spell out who this isn't for, and that's exactly what we've broken down here. By us being clear on who this offer is for, it's going to help you make the decision on whether this is for you or whether this isn't for you. And it's also going to allow us to work with the people that we know this is best fit for, that's going to allow us to help them achieve the best results possible in applying what they learned. So this opportunity is not for those of you here that are complete beginners, just getting started, just trying to figure out maybe what platform you're going to start putting out content on, and just starting to figure out what an offer even is. If you have no audience and no offer at all, this opportunity isn't for you. If you're looking for a push button solution that leads to you being rich overnight, or you need money right now, this opportunity isn't for you. We're not here to share with you any copy and paste methods that's going to give you a private jet by tomorrow. And if you expect that coming into it, we definitely wouldn't want you to join us. Lastly, for those of you here that have no time, that aren't able to at least apply 2 hours in the first 2 weeks to reading the book, and then at least an hour a day beyond that to start applying what you learned in the book and implementing what we talk on in the live implementation calls, this opportunity isn't for you either. So what is this Founders Club all about, and what are the bonuses that we put together exclusively for these 15 folks that join us? The Profit Prediction Formula Founders Club is an exclusive opportunity to get pre-launch access to the book, as well as hands-on support that no one else will ever be able to get beyond this launch itself. You'll be able to join us for live trainings where you can get personalized advice from myself and the team, as well as a chance to win prizes that will not be available after the pre-launch. So if you don't want to actively participate in implementing what you learned from the book, skip the Founders Club and buy at the book launch. But if you are interested in taking part in this exclusive opportunity, here is the list of bonuses that we put together for those that choose to lock arms with us and join us. So bonus number 1 is going to be the live Profit Prediction Formula Workshop. Essentially, these are the sequence of live calls that we are exclusively hosting for these founding members for them to jump in the Zoom room with us, take what they learned in the written book and actually see it in video and visual format with us live in a Zoom room, where we walk through a series of set trainings to really help them connect the dots on what they learned and get crystal clear on what was broken down in the book, while also giving them personalized, hands-on, and custom support in applying this to their own business. So we're going to be walking through a series of 2 calls to start. The first one's going to be on the formula foundations. The second one's going to be basically breaking down the step-by-step implementation process of the formula. And then the third bonus call is going to be a call with me directly that's all focused on applying this formula custom to your business, as well as any questions that you have related to how you can use this in your own business to create the results you want based on where you're at right now itself. Knowing that every business is at a different point in their journey, I want to be there to really help customize things to you and your business, help fill in any gaps you have, even outside what was learned and discovered in the book, and really make sure that you're clear, comfortable, and confident in applying what you learned and taking it into effect with everything else that you have in place in your business. So you don't have to redo your entire strategy, and instead you can take what you learned in this book, bolt it on to what you already have in place that's working, and make it that much more powerful with my support. The second bonus is our profit prediction formula tracker. So this tracker goes hand in hand with everything that we break down in the book. It is our most refined and tuned version that we've ever come out with in terms of our tracker sheet before. And honestly, this is like the key piece behind what's allowed us to create 3 repeat years of multiple 6-figure years in our business. This is what allowed me to step away from making random decisions based on emotions, based on me guessing and what I thought was going to be best for my results and improving what I was currently doing, and step into making data-driven decisions that allowed me to have full belief in all the decisions I was making to improve their performance and really actually start to create more predictability within my outcomes. Not to mention, this also allowed me to gamify the process in a way where it made it super simple to know exactly what I needed to do each day, how much of it that I needed to do, and give me a simple hub to track this, monitor this, and show up my business in a very simplified way. This is by far our most refined, up-to-date, and best version of our tracker that we've ever come out with. And like I mentioned before, it pairs hand in hand with the book to the extent where in the first tab, as you open up this tracker sheet, it actually breaks down the formula into a simple calculator. So all you have to do is put in a series of 3 numbers, and it's going to spit out and tell you exactly what actions you need to focus on to hit your goals and the amount of those actions that you need to do each week to bring those goals to life. And we also included a new customized reporting tab that basically takes the inputs that you're tracking and putting into this tracker sheet and breaks it down into a very simple to read, user-friendly chart that allows you to visually see a snapshot of the health of your business, what's going well, where the block is, what needs to be improved, and how you can ultimately dial in your process to creating more predictable and consistent outcomes in your business. Moving on to bonus number 3, this is going to be our 30-day profit challenge. So we know that at the end of the day, information is endless. There's information everywhere. Information means nothing unless we turn it into action and implementation. And although we know that the information that we share and reveal inside this profit prediction formula book is life-changing and business-changing, to say the least, we also know that the only way for it to actually have that impact on your business is to put it into action. So for the founding members, we wanted to make it as easy as possible for them to take what they're learning inside this book and put it into immediate action to start seeing the results and power come from what they learned. So we broke things down into a simple 30-day profit challenge to help them start profiting as quickly as possible. And by the end of this challenge, the top 2 action takers are going to be rewarded with a 1-to-1 call with me directly that typically runs at the rate of $800 plus, depending on the scope and work that we're doing on the call, where I'll get to go deep into your business, personalized, working on whatever it is that you need support with, from offer creation, marketing and sales, setting up your conversion system, working on delivery systems, automation systems, you name it. You get to take my years of experience in building the business that I've built up until this point, along with the fact of all the investments that I've put in, investing over $100,000 into my business over the last 3 years, and get to spend an hour with me where I import that knowledge, experience, and personalized support into your own business in the form of a live, personalized 1-to-1 session. Which leads me to bonus number 5, which is our success check-in calculator. The profit prediction formula is not meant to be a passive experience, as we talked on before. We know that the more quality action you take, the better results you'll generate. And we know that the more simple we can make those actions laid out for you, and the more easy we can make it for you to take those actions, the better results you're going to gain, the better testimonials we're going to get from you as a result, and the more win-wins that we can create. And that's exactly why we put these success check-in exercises into the book and into this founding members opportunity, so you can clearly customize your experience towards the state of your business right now. Because we know that everybody is going to be at a little bit of a different point when they come in and read this book and apply what they learn here. But these check-ins will allow you to basically take your own personalized business, get a really clear snapshot on where you're at now, what needs to develop, where the focus needs to be put on, and how you're going to apply the book to get the best results possible going forward. Next up, bonus number 6. This is going to be a really special exclusive bonus where you're going to literally be able to plug into the exact book funnel template and the book funnel that we're launching to run thousands of dollars of paid ads towards as we fully launch this book funnel. This is going to be the same funnel that we've spent hours into building, testing, tweaking, and refining. And we're going to be continuing to put in more hours of testing, tweaking, and refining. And as we go public with this funnel, you're going to get direct access to this funnel to be able to import into your own funnel builder account, use, make your own, customize, and benefit from as well. So we're going to give you the entire book funnel from start to finish to import directly into your account in just one click. Last but not least, bonus number 7, exclusive access to a Messenger CRM license, my go-to Messenger CRM that I've used in my business daily for the last 2.5 years. Now, early on for me, I felt super overwhelmed with managing conversations to the point where literally every week I would just try to scroll back every Sunday and try to refer back to old conversations conversations that I was having, to do follow-up, to not let people slip through the cracks, and to try to keep on the leads that I was communicating with. As I started to use this Messenger CRM, it took my entire busy, complicated, and messy inbox and simplified it into a color-coded area where I could easily sort and track by who are my hottest leads, who are my warmest leads, who are the folks that booked a call with me, who are the folks interested in this offer. I could leave notes on the prospects. I could schedule reminders and follow-ups really easily inside Messenger. Ultimately, it made my life in Messenger a lot easier. It saved me a ton of time and allowed me to basically tap into a lot of sales that I was losing out prior to using this tool itself. But those of you here watching, whether you are using a Messenger CRM now or you're not, this bonus will still benefit you. Because if you are, you can take this license that we give you, bundle it into an offer of your own, and add this $497 perk to that offer and increase the value of it. If you aren't using a Messenger CRM, you may just want to keep this for yourself to tap into the benefits of using it in your own business. Either way, the choice is yours as to how you'll get to use it, but everyone that joins us in this Founding Club offer will get one license to either use for themselves or give away in a high-ticket offer of their own. So with those bonuses aside, we've broken down the backstory as to how this book came about, what this invitation is and what this Founders Club is all about, what's all included for those that join us in the Founders Club, what are all the bonuses that they get access to, and here towards the end of the offer document, we are breaking down a quick recap of what's all included, what the value is for each of the things that you are getting access to itself, and from there, breaking down what the price is to jump in and join us. Out of all the offers that I've rolled out in my journey, this is definitely one of those offers where I know by far this is vastly underpriced for the value and the deliverables that we're giving and the time that we're putting in for each of the founding members. But again, as mentioned from the start of this video, we want to help show you the power of what we're teaching in this book. We want to help you get the results that we know that you can with this formula, and we want to help you hands-on in implementing it to success. So for those of you here that do join us or decide to join us in this Founding Club offer, all you got to do is, again, click the link in the description. When you pull up this document and you read through the document up until this point, you'll get a recap of everything that we broke down here today. And when you get to this part of the page, there's going to be two buttons here at the bottom that you can scroll through and click and basically tap here to go to the checkout page. If this checkout page loads up as you visit here, this means that there still is some spots remaining for you to plug into and grab. But if this does not load up, that means, unfortunately, you missed the deadline to jump in before all the spots were secured, and this opportunity has been expired. So for those of you that watched this video through the end and managed to secure their spot before the spots sell out on this Founders Club offer, I am super pumped to see you on the inside of the community and to see you on the live calls and work with you hands-on and applying the power of what we break down in this book and really helping you tailor it towards your business in a way that allows you to step into more predictable, more consistent outcomes and results going forward. For those of you here that missed this opportunity, be sure to stay tuned for when we officially open up the book access to the public here coming soon. You can also join the wait list on that in the description below this video. And lastly, if you got value from me walking through what we shared here today with this opportunity and with this offer breakdown as a whole, be sure to smash the thumbs up button, drop a comment below, and as always, if you haven't yet already, smash that subscribe button so you're not missing out on any future videos that we drop on the channel. Thanks again for watching. I look forward to seeing you back on our next video very soon.